Birth, the miracle of life, moments of bliss and fulfillment for thousands. But for many, there is darkness. Almost over 2,000 babies are born in India every hour. Sadly, over 600 do not survive. Sometimes help comes too late, or sometimes inadequate. Timely medical assistance or infrastructure is in short supply and a major concern. India imports 85% of the medical devices, support systems required. Yet we lose nearly 6 lakh newborn every year in India. Concerned with the number of infant deaths and of children under 5, and to address the gap, the Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology initiated the Stanford India Biodesign Program and set up School of International Biodesign at AIIMS. School of International Biodesign is a flagship program of the Department of Biotechnology with an objective to develop innovative and affordable medical devices to address the growing clinical needs of India and to train the next generation of medical technology innovators in India. The mission and vision is to attain new heights in biotechnology research, shaping biotechnology into a premier precision tool of the future to ensure not only the well-being of the citizens, but also ensuring social justice and welfare of the poor.
This program brings together an opportunity wherein the physicians can think of their old ideas which are in their head and also think of solutions for burning problems that are there within the medical ecosystem. Yes, for this program we were initially helped and mentored by Stanford University, USA, and later on we have got more international partnership from a couple of universities from Australia and Japan, wherein their students also spend a year here and try to develop, create joint IP for products which are not only useful in India but also useful in the Western world.
During the last 4 years, the Department of Biotechnology pushed the boundaries, path-breaking research and cutting-edge technology at various fronts and in diverse areas has resulted in visible ground-level change. Healthcare, agriculture, food, nutrition, bioenergy and environment. All these are translating into direct benefits to people at the grassroots level. Early intervention at birth has been a major area of change. Many technological innovations like Soham, a device for screening of neonates for hearing impairment, NeoBreath, foot-operated resuscitation device, Biorepository for storing maternal biospecimens, low-cost salivary progesterone testing for detecting the risk of preterm births in rural areas across India. Soham, an innovative hearing screening device for newborns. Hearing impairment is one of the common birth disorders usually discovered at the age of 4+. Makes it difficult to reverse the damage that leads to a host of problems like impaired communication skills, insecurity, and even possible mental illness. all of which have a lifelong deep impact on the child and families, emotionally and economically. Globally, 800,000 hearing-impaired babies are born annually. Out of that, nearly 100,000 are born in India. Fortunately, all this preventable damage needs is an early intervention screening, which can enable timely treatment and rehabilitation. Soham is a medical device for early detection of congenital hearing loss. Soham, a medical device for screening of neonates for hearing impairment, is instrumental in detecting hearing impairment in newborn babies and ensuring early intervention to manage the condition in the best possible way.
We have found the need of newborn hearing screening during my fellowship at Stanford India Biodesign program, and that is where I met one parents who came with their kid for a problem that he was not able to speak. And when the doctor diagnosed the kid, they got to know that the child is not able to hear, and that's why he's not able to speak. This could have been prevented had the baby been tested for hearing loss at the time of birth.
Developed in Stanford India Biodesign by a startup called Soham Innovation Labs India, is a low-cost and unique device. Soham uses BrainStream auditory evoked response, the gold standard in auditory testing, to check for hearing response in a newborn. Earlier technology had been very expensive and inaccessible to many. But the cost-effective Soham is making the technology accessible to the common man to cater to nearly 26 million babies born every year in India. The screening device facilitates the routine screening of newborn babies. It has the potential to help children at key stage of their development, a regular feature now. This portable device has proved invaluable. It measures auditory brain waves via 3 electrodes placed on the baby's head and detects electrical responses generated by the infant's brains. The doctor records the responses.
India Science is an internet-based science TV channel initiated by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar. India Science on the URL www.indiascience.in is a bilingual channel with content in Hindi and English. It can be accessed on any internet-enabled device. This video platform is dedicated to science and technology knowledge dissemination with a strong commitment to spreading scientific awareness, especially with Indian perspectives, ethos and cultural context. The India Science mobile app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store and Apple Store.
It does not require a specialist to operate the device. Any healthcare worker can use the device, and you will get a preliminary result at the time of the test itself. Also, this device is telemedicine enabled, so that a test result can be sent to a remote specialist for re-verification, and which really brings out the sensitivity, specificity, and makes it foolproof while using in the field.
The battery-operated device is non-invasive, which means babies are not required to be sedated as opposed to the earlier testing process, which was quite risky. At times, the health centers in rural setting can be noisy. The advantage of Soham over other testing systems is the inbuilt algorithm which filters out ambient noise from the test signals. The device has already been installed at many clinical centers. The project has ambitious plans to help every baby born in India to be screened. Currently, 5% of babies born in hospital are screened, and this is being scaled up. Being cost-effective and easy to use, Soham has the potential to do wonders in India by helping diagnose this unusually common hearing loss birth disorder. In another area of concern, 5 out of 100 newborn babies are unable to breathe at birth. Fortunately, most of them can now be saved using a procedure called basic resuscitation. 800,000 babies are lost to this condition at birth globally every year because basic resuscitation is difficult to perform. NeoBreath, Neonatal Resuscitation Device, an innovative device developed in India, is a new tool for filling these gaps and concerns. NeoBreath, developed by Windmill Health, is an easy-to-use resuscitation system that empowers caregivers across the developing world to save lives of newborns. NeoBreath is the world's first foot-operated newborn resuscitation system. It is also the first one to have an integrated suction functionality in the same device. When faced with a baby that's not able to breathe, operators have just 60 seconds to provide the baby with oxygen, the first golden minute to perform a series of complex tasks such as providing artificial breaths and cardiac massage to the infant. Usually, giving artificial breath using a bag mask occupies both hands of the operator, and another person is required for cardiac massage. NeoBreath, being foot operated, frees one hand of the operator, and as a result, a single person can perform the complete CPR. It also makes it significantly easier to effectively deliver life-saving breaths, as one free hand allows two-handed mask holding. This has also effectively halved the face mask leakage, which means more lives saved across the country. NeoBreath offers several advanced features which were earlier available only with expensive equipment features like enhanced pressure safety, real-time pressure monitoring, PEEP for small babies, and regulation of amount of oxygen being delivered. Windmill Health was founded to commercialize this unique life-saving device. Consistent support from AIIMS and Department of Biotechnology has greatly helped move this global first innovation into the real world, translating into ground-level changes, saving lives every day. The device is internationally compliant, including all applicable European standards, and successful in improving and easing resuscitation on babies in distress. It has received a very enthusiastic response from private and public medical sectors across many states.
काफ़ी सारी गवर्नमेंट्स के साथ अभी हमारी नेगोशिएशन चल रही है. हम पर्टिकुलरली गवर्नमेंट्स का नाम नहीं ले सकते जब तक कोई चीज़ फाइनल ना हो जाए, लेकिन हाँ, several states across India have shown their interest, and several of the leading institutions are using the device. For example, there's SDN Hospital, which is run by the East Delhi Municipal Corporation. They are using it for the last 2 years, and ICH in Chennai and several large government hospitals are using.
In India, 3.6 million pregnancies are affected by preterm birth conditions annually, with many infants dying or surviving with disability. India, with its highest number of preterm deaths worldwide, contributes 25% of the overall global preterm-related deaths. This is even more challenging in Indian rural setting where most women are unaware of the risk of preterm birth and are not able to easily access available care and support. This leads to increased maternal and neonatal morbidity and mortality in rural areas. To acquire deep fundamental knowledge of preterm birth and to find efficient and sustainable hypothesis-driven solutions, the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, initiated various programs. Garbhini is a mission to promote maternal and child health and develop prediction tools for preterm birth. Under the study, Garbhini, the Translational Health Science and Technology Institute, THSTI, have established a biorepository in 2015, funded by Department of Biotechnology.
An interesting program which is multi-institutional and interdisciplinary, started by the Government of India, Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology, has the mandate to understand preterm birth in order to create important public health solutions.
The biorepository is currently storing 600,000 biospecimens from a group of pregnant women who are processed using a set of customized standard operating protocols, SOPs, and validated lab processes. Under the program, women are enrolled within 20 weeks of gestation and are followed until delivery and once postpartum with the objectives to identify various risk markers related to preterm births by using an integrative approach and to generate a risk prediction algorithm for preterm birth.
With more than 600,000 biospecimens varying from mother's blood, saliva, urine, plasma, sera, placental samples, placental punches, the umbilical cord, the cord blood, and the neonatal heel pricks. All these biospecimens and the biorepository with the imaging data and the clinical data will be used for hypothesis-driven studies in the area of maternal and child health to make the nation a better nation.
The multiple specimens are collected across pregnancy, at delivery and post-delivery.
India Science is an internet-based science TV channel initiated by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar. India Science on the URL www.indiascience.in is a bilingual channel with content in Hindi and English. It can be accessed on any internet-enabled device. This video platform is dedicated to science and technology knowledge dissemination with a strong commitment to spreading scientific awareness, especially with Indian perspectives, ethos and cultural context. The India Science mobile app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store and Apple Store.
"23 deep freezers maintaining temperature of -80 degrees Celsius are equipped with real-time remote temperature monitoring with electronic remote alerts that are housed in an area of 2,766 square feet with uninterrupted power supply round the clock. Till now, 5,716 pregnant women have been enrolled, out of which outcomes for 4,265 participants have been documented. The early findings of 13.4% preterm birth, stillbirth rate of 2% and fetal growth restriction of 38% identified in the last trimester pregnancy have crucial public health implications. The initial analysis indicating that 9.5% of all preterm birth could be attributed to exposure to indoor air pollution and 7.4% to maternal underweight is noteworthy. The equipment at the biorepository is accredited by the National Accreditation Board for Testing and Calibration Laboratories, NABL, a constituent board of Quality Council of India. The biorepository is supported by the Department of Biotechnology, BIRAC, under the program All Children Thriving and THSTI. This stable infrastructure with established quality control protocols for collection, storing and retrieval of data, samples and images may be served as a national resource to facilitate future hypothesis-driven studies in the domain of maternal and child health. The group database and the repositories of biospecimens and images can serve as a global resource to answer critical questions on preterm birth and other birth outcomes. Biorepository at THSTI is the only such cohort in India that is using an interdisciplinary approach comprising methodologies of clinical, epidemiological, statistical, genetic, proteomic and imaging sciences to study preterm births. Low-cost salivary progesterone testing. To identify pregnant women at risk of preterm birth in community settings in rural India, Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences initiated a project with aim to validate and test the feasibility and acceptability of innovative low-cost salivary progesterone testing.
The Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences focused on community-based research, especially the Department of Gynecology Obstetrics, Department of Pediatrics, Department of Community Medicine. They are undertaking the focused research related to maternal and child health. And for this purpose, we have developed our own model of decentralized healthcare delivery, and we have empowered the community. We have developed our own model of village health nutrition sanitation committee.
The King's College of London is the technical partner. The project received aid from Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, BIRAC, and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This innovation is in line with India's neonatal action plan, India's renewed commitment to ending preventable stillbirths and newborn deaths, and invests in strategies that would accelerate newborn survival and thriving. The 2-year study was carried out in 2 districts of Madhya Pradesh, Panna and Satna, which has high rates of premature births. A single saliva sample is obtained from each participant to determine its predictive characteristics against gestation at delivery and other obstetrics and neonatal outcomes.
This study is completely blinded. The people who are doing hormonal study, they do not know which woman is delivering preterm. If supposing we find that this salivary test is good and the progesterone levels are low at 24 weeks, these are the women who are going to go for preterm birth. So these women can be managed right from that time to prevent preterm birth by the different techniques. So this is going to make a difference 100% if we get these results accurately. And we are very sure about this project because it's a double-blinded project. Nobody knows what's going on. So what data we are going to get will be 100%.
Offering non-invasive sampling of biological fluid that is easy to collect, the study allows validation of saliva from a large group of pregnant women residing in low-resource community settings. Once tested, the identified pregnant women who are at a risk of delivering premature babies can be linked to an effective pathway of care and support to reduce preterm-associated consequences. This low-cost salivary progesterone testing helped determine what packages of interventions should be delivered and to which group of individuals and at what point in their life cycle to reduce the burden of fetal growth impairment and preterm birth, including stunted postnatal growth and impaired cognitive development. This has provided a creative solution for improving maternal and neonatal outcomes in rural India. Many such innovations are clear testimonies that Startup India and Make in India are not mere words and dreams, but catalysts ignited by the government's vision and fueled by young Indians. Indian innovations are helping save lives. These are living testimonies that are effective and practical solutions that are helping change India's future. Our silent revolution has begun to transform real lives and reinventing India.